I want dreads like Monty, Otto, Octavius, comic book crime wave, and Grim the craziest, masked man like Hannibal, the Victor Von Doom type of Zorro. You might look the part, but you won't do the moves right. I'm one step ahead of you, the kingpin of K-Town, Joaquin, but I'm not for jokes or for play clown. I'm 10 times serious, I'm Brainiac 5. Check your Instagram story, see the maniac live.
Got big blood in my bones, I'm too strong from my heart to my soul. With all this power in my core, I know I'm a superhero.
I want dreads like Monty, fast man like Hannibal. Dreads like Monty, fast man like Hannibal. Dreads like Monty, fast man like Hannibal. Dreads like Monty, fast man like Hannibal.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, all right. Okay, there we go. Making sure that they can hear us good and everything. All right, we should be good now. There we go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, look, it's a brand new channel. Look at all this. It's so shiny. Like none of the stuff is here. And you might have to reverse me because I'm pointing this way. Are we audible? Are you checking?
Yeah. We're good. They can hear us. They can see us. We're good to go.
All right. Oh well, Zoe's just doing the production stuff on her end. So
I got you. All right. Well, welcome guys to the new channel, Hannibal and Monty's. No. Wait a minute. Wait, the ultimate.
Yes.
Listen.
That way. You're that way. Zoe's got to flip me.
All right. So which way do I look? I still look this way.
Yeah. Zoe's got to flip me because I keep looking over there and I'm not looking at you. But once she flips me, up. There we go. See, I moved. Brand new channel. Look, we gotta work out the rush.
There you are, Monty. There you go.
Yeah. Look, did you see that force power? He pushed me over. No, it didn't happen. It only happened on that one screen. Okay.
There we go. All right, there we go. Anyway, welcome guys to the new channel for the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List. And look, I see a lot of you guys in the chat asking two questions. One, how can I be on your awesome new show? And the second question, where's my wrench?
Look, wrenches are coming. It's all new. Let's we got to settle in because you know this is going to be a sort of different vibe. Like I said on the other channel, like we're doing it. This is a very different show, and you'll see if you didn't see the last episode, you'll see how it works on this one. But fun times are ahead. Zoe's working a production end. I don't know if she's ready for us to move on yet. She'll let me know what's going on.
Here we go. It's a whole new world, a new fantastic point of camera angle. Yes, low energy videos. Take your plunger point.
You can't?
Wait.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's a new problem. All right, so we're going to look weird when we jump back over, but Zoe will fix it when we get over. So we'll work that out later. So,
yes.
But yeah.
So the three movies that we watched for this episode were Netflix's The Old Guard, Superman, the animated movie, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, and Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. That's the title I struggle with the most.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how many times I say it, it just always hits the ears wrong.
Yeah.
It always feels wrong every time I say it. Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons.
Yeah. I don't know why it's odd, but it is odd. I agree.
Yes.
I agree. But yeah, that's what we're talking about.
American Nightmare wants to know if we'll be doing Monty Rodicas. We absolutely will be doing Monty Rodicas.
Not on this channel. Not on this channel.
No, look, listen. If people want to give you money to hear the mahogany throat, the Egyptian god. So if you think about it, Monty, you've already been in movies with superheroes, right? Because Matt Damon is simultaneously Batman and Daredevil, right? And you were in a movie with him. Matt Damon was in one of the Thor movies. He was in Ragnarok, I believe. And no, he wasn't in Ragnarok. He was in he was in Ragnarok. Either or.
I'm sorry.
And you're close friends not only Blunt Man and Chronic, but also with Thor himself. And you've been in a picture with Green Arrow.
I have been in a picture with Green Arrow.
So just look at that. I'm just saying he got a good bunch of stuff. You know, J-Troy. No, it's not Dungeons and Dragons. Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons.
You know what? I'm going to give out plunger points on here for the Shit Show channel. But yeah, you get plunger points for that. We haven't figured out our point system yet, so there's no
I still think we should just. I understand why you don't want to give them their own different type of.
Yeah, because
like they say, there's an echo now. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah. Zoe knows. She's working on it.
Okay.
She's working on it.
Okay. Is the echo on me or is it just on Monty?
Oh, I don't know. Zoe's fixing it.
Say. Oh, it's just me. It's just on me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. She's
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
Yes.
Do.
All right.
Oh, no more echo.
No more echo.
Well, just know with the echo, it would have been dope. Crimson, what's going on? Honest Red, the Dark Master, Low Energy Videos, Tish, Sand Panda, Heather Holden, this shit mutant. What's going on, y'all? All right, like I said, new show, new channel. We're working on all of the kinks and stuff. But yeah, we got these movies we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continuously add to the Ultimate Comic Movie list. We decided to put it on its own channel. American Nightmare says Tom Brady is fucking up the Panthers right now. You know what? And look, listen, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as he didn't fuck the Saints up the other day, that's all I care about. But no, Tom Brady got real. I'm sure he got plenty pissed with people talking shit about him. You know, is he too old? Should he retire? Can he not play unless? Is he only good because of Belichick? And he's just like, yeah, he's got that chip on his shoulder, and he's gonna kick a whole lot of ass today.
All right. I know nothing about any of that, so there you go.
Monty's a true nerd who does not pay attention to sport. You're not a nerd. You're a hippie. There's a difference.
I'm a hippie.
You a hippie that don't smoke weed though. Alcohol is your weed. There you go.
I like that I'm a hippie now. How the fuck am I a hippie?
Look at the dreads, man. The dread. Like, okay, do you or do you not wear shoes?
I don't wear shoes.
Do you or do you not wear underpants?
Why are we? Look, Zoe, you can leave that and just transition us to the other screen. Just bring us over to the main screen. We'll work these bugs out later. There we go. So
all right.
Yeah. So we'll we're working it out. We have to figure out this little bug that we have here, but this is our new home here. Like, you see the chat over there looking all nice and sexy.
Oh, I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. And if you're not subbed, sub now and watch a cool thing pop up. Or send us a Streamlabs donation. It should be in the description, right?
Yeah, it should be. I want to see that. I want to see what happens when the stream.
It's not in the description. Zoe, can you find the Streamlabs link and put it in there? Or give me the other laptop. I'll get it in there.
Skeptic Fighter Jet says, "Damn it, I have to work soon."
Sweet Halloween in collard greens.
Look at that! It pops up right there.
All right. So they go your subscription. But look, it's gonna be for like soon. Like everything, we're gonna have some great sound bites. I edited something like 16 things, and I'm like, as soon as the Streamlabs thing pops up, I might send in a donation just so I can hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, I need the other Chromebook. It's in the kitchen. But yeah. So this is how it's gonna work. And if you look over there, we have the movies listed. As we put our grades in, they will pop up.
Yeah.
Right there. So.
Oh yeah, Spec is saying that the names in the chat. Say something else in the chat. I want to see it pop up on the screen.
Okay, we'll adjust that. Once we get going, if you can adjust the size of the names and have the shit stay up forever, because I think it goes away, or it went away. Where did it go? The chat just disappeared. All right, but yeah, we'll work it out. And it's hard to live test the chat because there's no chat when you throw it over there in the corner. Mm-hmm. So it has to be fixed while we're on a show. But I'll find that Streamlabs link for you and drop it in the description, I think. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And yeah,
No Skyblock.
Wait, what?
No, Honest Red said Skyblock. I was like, no Skyblock. No Skyblock. We won't do
Skyblock? What is Skyblock?
The video we literally just watched on Trending. You rage quitted the pop-up show.
Oh yeah, I did. I see. I erased that shit from my memory.
Look at that. Okay, that's a real hippie ass thing for you to do, Monty. Okay.
I'm not a fucking hippie. Stop with that shit.
No. I mean, look, man, live your truth, brother. Okay. What are you drinking in your cup? Is that LSD water or something?
It is coffee. It is coffee.
Okay.
See?
But is it like organic grown, like from like the slopes of Guatemala or some shit like that?
No, it's just coffee.
It's just regular Folgers in your cup?
No, it's not Folgers. I don't even know.
Okay, so see, if it's not Folgers, then that means you're a hippie. That's what that is.
So
see, look, there's nothing wrong with you being a hippie, man. Like, live your truth, brother. It's all good.
All right. I see
So
how it is.
All right, now, okay. That being said, how are we going to transition into this? How do we go into the movies?
I say we just start. Like I ended up problem solving, trying to find the link for Streamlabs. But yeah, so let's just talk about Deathstroke, Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, all right.
And then
you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first? That way I can find this link and get it in the description. There we go.
And I want to try something here, and I'm doing this live on the spot right now, so just bear with Deathstroke. Let's see if I can pull it up. Knights and Dragons. And here we go. Cool. Bam. All right, here we go. So I'm pulling it up on Wikipedia, just like I do Have You Heard This Shit?
Okay.
So Deathstroke Knights and Dragons came out this year, 2020. Came out August 4th, actually. It's a 2020 American direct-to-video animated film based on the CW Seed series Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, produced by Warner Brothers. The plot tells the story of Slade Wilson. I'm getting my whites mixed. I'm getting my white mercenaries mixed up. All my white mercenaries look alike to me, okay? So anyway, it basically tells the story of Slade Wilson, who was saved by an experimental drug following an accident in which he develops superhero strength, enhanced agility, regeneration, decides to become a mercenary. This is the hero's journey for Deathstroke. That's what this movie is. This movie is the hero's journey for Deathstroke and his relationship with his family, his parent, and his wife and kid.
Awesome.
That's what this movie is.
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. All right. Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. My favorite thing about this movie is the gratuitous violence. Okay.
Yes.
I love how needlessly bloody this movie is. And this movie gets violent I don't want to say just for the fuck of it, but it's like people getting cut up and shot in the face and fucking it's some disgusting, fantastic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like their children is getting stabbed and cut in half and fucking throat slit. It's incredible. So the gratuitous violence of the movie is fantastic. I think it plays in line with who Deathstroke is and what we want to see from somebody like Deathstroke. So I think that's where the movie wins. But at the core of Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, this is a basic ass action movie. Like, everything about this is a basic run-of-the-mill paint by numbers action movie. What separates this is that it's animated and it's violent as hell, So, and it also has some real quirky one-liners. It has some real like snappy. It has some real cool snappy dialogue. But it's but at the end of the day, this is a run-of-the-mill action movie, and I personally have an issue with them taking villains and turning them into anti-heroes or heroes, and I'll definitely come back to that in a second, because I want to talk about that in depth. But I love the gratuitous violence of the movie. But at the end of the day, this is a basic ass action movie, and I ended up giving this movie a C+. I think it's better than average.
All right, C+. All right, I think
give it a C+.
See, I thought this movie was better than you. All right, Then you
Okay,
did.
all right.
All right.
Yeah,
Hannibal landed on C+.
I thought it was almost good. And look, if you've seen this movie and you want, like, drop your grades in the chat. Y'all know how we do A+ to F-. Give us your grades. Tell us why so we can talk about it. Yeah, and that's it. Monty, what do you think about Deathstroke Knights and Dragons?
I have fun with Deathstroke Knights and Dragons. I sent in the. All right, we're gonna have to figure out how to fix that. In the text message is the Streamlabs link. If you can start posting that, and it's also in the description if you refresh. So, and what we'll do when we hit the goal is you can transition me over because if you need to. What we'll do when we hit the goal is we'll do an extra episode where we will review a movie that you guys pick. Comic book movie that we haven't done already.
Yeah, we set the stream goal for $100. So if we meet the 100, then we'll go ahead and then we'll do what Monty just said.
Yes. And I'll start talking about this while there's other technical issues happening. Oh,
yeah,
I'm in a weird shaped box. All right. we're getting.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard Monty say those words.
All right. So, Deathstroke. I enjoyed the fuck out of this, and I'm on the same page as you. This movie is just gratuitously violent and fun. And Deathstroke is a fucking badass in it.
Yes.
And it's just fun to watch. I always enjoyed the story of, Deathstroke dealing with his kids. I enjoyed this take on it. I thought it was very well executed, very well done. And I don't know so much that Deathstroke, or I guess they did kind of play him as an anti-hero. I can agree with you there. Because he only killed bad people, but he did that shit brutally. Like, the shit is fucking insane. That first scene with whoever that was, with the head and them playing the roles.
He kills, like, what is it, the Venezuelan president or some shit? Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, that shit was insane. But overall, I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. And I landed on a solid B. For Deathstroke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Monty gave it a B. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's where I fall with this. And
all right. Okay. I definitely didn't think it was B worthy. I thought it was like at its core, I think, and I said what I said. There it is. Monty thought it was really good. All right. I thought this movie at its core, I thought it was just a basic run of the mill action movie to the point where even when the bad guys, when he's got to go fight the bad guys to go get his son, where does he have to go? He has to go to an island. He has to go to an island that's at the center of a volcano.
Yes.
That's the most typical. Like, it was checking all the boxes for standard villainy.
All right, I see where you're coming from. I feel this one was different. Because Deathstroke isn't, your typical action star. So it was Deathstroke essentially can't die in this movie. I don't know how that works. But yeah, there's all kinds of weird shit happening here. I'm gone. I'm missing. All
right, now we got the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List with just Hannibal, just like the people wanted. There we go. Except for Tish. Tish wants it to be the other way around. Yeah, the high volcano. Thank you, Honest Red. It was like the movie was just like everything about the way it played out was just almost everything about the way it played out was like the double crosses and just it checked every basic action movie box. So if you've seen any action movie, you've seen this. The difference is that you get to watch it with Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And it falls into one, whether or not you like Deathstroke, whether you like this version of Deathstroke enough to enjoy this movie. I enjoyed this movie, and don't think that my C+ means that I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it very much. But I'm not grading the movie based on how much I enjoyed it. I'm grading it on whether I think on how good I think the movie is. And I especially think about non-comic book fans watching this movie and being like, what would they think about this going into it? And I'm like, yeah, this is an average I think this is just an average ass movie. I think it's a little bit above average because it's so fucking violent. And I definitely get off on watching cartoons be just extra bloody. That's why I love the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Because, you know, it's like you get to just watch superheroes getting torn in half and shredded and stuff like that. Like, there are some scenes in this shit that are ridiculous. Like the scene where there's a scene in the movie, spoiler alert, I'm letting y'all know spoilers are coming. Matter of fact, Monty, we're going to have to go ahead and get spoilers on the soundbite as well when we do this.
Let me write that down.
But there's a spoiler coming. I'm giving y'all 5 seconds. 4, 3, there we go. 2, 1. All right, bam. I gave y'all time. Y'all know. So, there's a scene where Deathstroke's son sets him up, right? And then they just completely the Hive just unloads on Deathstroke. And we just see his body just get riddled with bullets. Like, and it's just, hearing about somebody getting shot up and then seeing somebody get shot up, the way they shot this nigga up was ridiculous. Like, he just got like, like they just fucking Dick Tracy his ass, okay? It was like the beginning of Darkman or some shit. Like they just fucking unloaded like just thousands of rounds into this dude, all right? Magneto could have lifted him out of the ocean just from all the bullet shells that they left inside this nigga. It was amazing.
Yeah, and see, for me, that's the thing that sets us apart. This is, because we all do it, and I think I think he's the inspiration for Deadpool. This is DC's Deadpool, and DC's Deadpool doesn't, or other way around. Deadpool is Marvel's Deathstroke. Gotcha.
Yes,
you're right. But they basically did the same thing. They did what you would do with the way Deathstroke is. This is Deathstroke. He's just like Deadpool in that he can take all this punishment, but he's not as funny. So imagine Deadpool without the comedy. That's what you get here. That's what I enjoyed about this. Like, that element added to your typical action plot kind of pushes it to a different level.
No, look, like the gratuitous violence is why I gave it a C+ instead of a C. And I debated about giving this a C+ or a B- for a while. And I wondered to myself, was the gratuitous violence enough to raise this movie an entire letter grade? And I'm like, no, it'll go up half a grade, but not a whole grade. So that's why it's like if you take the violence out of this, if they made a PG-13 version of this exact same movie, this movie would be a C. But because of the violence, it gets a C+. Also, I like the wife at the end being like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Just like, that shit was dope because it came out of nowhere. It was just like, you know, it was dope. I like that.
Yeah, it was right after the line where he's like, yeah, but I've seen you naked. That part?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and she's like, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
She Geek says storyline was weak, but the animation was great. So I give it a solid C. How did you feel about the animation in this movie, Martin?
I enjoyed the animation. I didn't have a problem with the animation. But
oh yeah, and speaking of the campiness, I'm sorry, I'm jumping right on your toes. Speaking of how this is a basic ass action movie, there's a scene where he ends up fighting. What was the dude? The Black Wolverine? What was his name?
Oh, Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger. Okay, so it's hilarious. He's fighting Bronze Tiger, right? For the second time, right? And the whole time Deathstroke is fighting Bronze Tiger. Bronze Tiger, they're having this fight scene, and Bronze Tiger is monologuing about like, you know, yeah, so I did this and then I did that, so you could go here, but you'll never get this information. And just like, but you're giving me the information. Like, they literally had a fight and exposition at the same time. And it was just, everything about it was just basic ass action movie. You know, but I liked it when they did it. Like, there's other movies that do the shit and I don't like it, but when Deathstroke did it, I liked it.
But I'm also going to point out something I saw Honest Red say in the chat. Sorry if I'm all close. I am adjusting for this new format while Zoe sets something else up. So that, but another thing I'll say about it is another thing that, like, you keep saying it's basic action movie, but then saying how it's not basic action movie with the stuff they added. Honest Red pointed out, a kid gets his fucking throat slit at the beginning of this movie.
And you know what? Can we? I know we don't have it. We don't have like a cutaway for this yet. We don't have an intro for it. But let's do cut it to keep it.
All right, let's do it. And there will be a short cutaway in the future. There will be a short cutaway, not as long as shit show intros, but just a quick boom. Then we come back and we start talking.
All right, yeah. So look, one of the things we're gonna do on this show is gonna be called "Cut It to Keep It," the editor's corner, where we all get to pretend to be the editors of the movie and decide what scenes to throw away and what scenes to keep. So, for everybody who's seen this movie, please chime in. If you've seen the movie, also drop your grades in the chat so we can talk about it. All right, but Monty, right now for you, cut it to keep it. The sex scene with Deathstroke and the Cambodian girl. Do you cut it or keep it?
Well, you keep it. Because why would you cut that? That's the only mention of that we have, and it's kind of important because it sets up the daughter.
All right, just so y'all know, the movie shows naked ass
spoilers.
Look how quick Zoe is.
Yeah, you know what? I give Zoe credit where credit is due. That's amazing.
Telling y'all, like you can see the bones of this
scene,
coming together. You can see the bones coming together. This shit's gonna be awesome.
There's a scene where there's naked ass Deathstroke all on top, and he's on top of her in like a spider's position. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like traditional missionary. You know what I'm saying? He is completely on top of her, butt ass naked, right? And it's only there for a couple of seconds. You know, so you think the story is better served having that scene in it than not having it in it?
Yes. Look. Listen, I don't even know why you brought this up. Like, you're fine with the gratuitous fucking violence, but show some naked sex. Hold on, do we need to keep that? The fuck out of here with that.
No, look, I play devil's advocate sometimes. I like to play devil's
gratuitous violence. Kids getting their throat slit. A man holding a head up to another man going, look what I did. But Deathstroke is naked fucking somebody. Should we cut that? What the fuck?
So look, just so you know, the spider pose. Nice. Yes, Heather Holden is the spider pose. All right, you got to see that shit. Honest Racers, they could have added 5 minutes to set it up better. This movie could have been 95 minutes. Yeah, they could have definitely. This movie could have been better served if it was 2 hours. I think. All right. I think this movie could have, like, if this movie would have been longer, nobody was gonna hate this movie for being a little bit longer. You know, not that it necessarily needed to. She Geek says it keeps it said keep it. It plays to the story plus plus it's cartoon sex. You can never go wrong with cartoon sex unless you add tentacles. You know what? Further confirming that you are white. There you go. Black girls don't know shit about no fucking tentacle porn. Nobody knows about La Blue Girl and hentai and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to cut this up and then add that a little bit of La Blue Girl in there. Right? Get this shit immediately banned on YouTube.
Yes, we can.
It'd be the only review. Yeah. It'd be the only review you have to watch on Pornhub.
Be sure to follow Hannibal and Monty's BitChute channel. You know, fun fact. We do have a BitChute channel, which we've never posted anything to, but we have one. Oh man, Monty's OnlyFans coming soon. Nope.
No, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say, look. I don't have anything wrong with that scene. I would also keep it. I think where it helps is it lets you know the type of movie that you're about to be watching.
Yeah.
You know. All right, cut it to keep it. Let's talk about it. Deathstroke's son getting his throat slit. Cut it to keep it.
Keep it. Like, it plays along with the movie, and it helps set up Jericho, or what was his actual name? I forgot the kids.
His Johnny, I think is his name.
Yeah, it's a great setup for him. It's a really great moment because he's in that moment and he keeps saying you're not gonna die. Then there's just blood pouring from this kid's neck, and it's like, oh shit, I fucked up. This kid's gonna die. Like I kind of felt he would, but yeah, I thought it was a good scene. I keep it.
Yeah. Okay. I also would keep that scene. I think just the fact that they'd be even willing to push the boundary. Like, I was like, okay, they're not going to show the kid's throat get slit, and then they show the kid with his throat slit bleeding out into Deathstroke's arms. I think that's because what's great about that scene is right before it, we literally just watched Deathstroke cut some people in half. Like, he cuts Bronze Tiger in half. He ends up cutting what we later find out. Spoiler alert. Go ahead and play the spoiler sound effect, Zoe.
Here it comes. Up. She wasn't ready.
Spoilers.
She was. Oh, and you cut the volume too. Look at you.
There we go. Yes. So I think it's dope because we literally just watched him cut Bronze Tiger and kill the Jackal's daughter.
Yeah.
So it was like we literally just watched him be just like just dispassionately brutal.
Yeah.
You know, and like he was just like, oh yeah, when I'm taking other people's lives, I give no fucks.
Yes.
Thank you, Crazy Horse.
Yes. Welcome.
Yes, welcome to the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List channel. Yeah, so that's
yeah, we might hit 100. If we hit 100 subs on this episode, we get to change our URL to, youtube.com/UCBML.
That would be dope. That'd be very. It's coming. We gonna get it.
Yeah. That's our first milestone. Like,
Vapion said, Honest Red says keep it, and his name is Joseph. It explains why he can't talk. Vapion says keep it for the same reason the character has to lose his voice to become who he was. She Geek says keep it. It takes him to the brink and forces the audience to ask themselves, do we hate or self-sorrow for him? Yep, all great points. And do we feel? I got. Do we feel hate or do we feel self-sorrow for him?
Yeah.
And I'm going the same way. I think you keep it as well. I like that the movie is even willing to push that boundary. There are no movies. I don't think I've ever seen a movie, animated or live action, where a child got his throat slit. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't either.
That's pretty fucking intense.
Yeah. And that's the thing about this movie. It's because, look, take out the goofy jokes in Deadpool. It's a standard action movie. It pushed boundaries by being what it was.
Yeah. Thank you, Kung Fu. What does that say? Kung Fu. It's cut off.
Yeah.
I can't see the whole thing.
Yeah. This does the same thing, but it amps up the violence. And it's DC's version of the Deadpool movie. It's only animated.
Yeah.
So
okay, I like it. All right, last cut of the keep it. I actually got a fair foul for this one too. I want to run past.
Right.
Okay, fair or foul. And I don't know how many conservatives we have watching the Ultimate Comic Movie List channel. But there's a scene in this movie where they show terrorists flying a plane into the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. They show the terrorists, like there's a bunch of people hanging out, enjoying their day in San Francisco, and then we see an airplane fly into the Golden Gate Bridge. Is that scene fair? I mean, cut it or keep it, that scene. Showing terrorists fly a plane into the Golden Gate Bridge. Cut it or keep it?
Keep it? Why would you cut it?
Because, man, like Americans, you know how many Americans died in 9/11? Okay, it might be too soon to show that shit.
No,
it's only been 19 years.
Keep it. Like, why would you cut that? I think it adds something to it. I think it's all necessary. They are building a world for you. So,
okay. Is there anything in this movie that you would have cut? That cut in order to make the movie better?
I mean, no, I didn't have that many problems with, or I can't think of any problems I had. I enjoyed it. I don't know what I'd do to improve it, to bring its grade up. I don't know what I would do to bring the grade up on it.
Shit Mutant says keep it. Honest Red said keep it. Skeptic Fighter Jet says fear. You can't tiptoe around things forever. That's true.
Yeah. That's
true. Now look, there's a scene in this movie that I want to talk about. Right after Deathstroke, Deathstroke comes home from work one day. Tish says, I lived in San Francisco during 9/11, and there was definitely concern about the Golden Gate Bridge being attacked. Yeah, She Geek says, keep it. Comics are a place where we can explore our fears, and that is a major fear for Americans. You know what? I like that. Drop one of Clues bombs for that. I like that. Wait, do you have that soundbite?
No, we don't have it.
Okay, there's a scene in this movie where Deathstroke comes home from, killing Mexicans, Latinos. I'm sorry. He comes home from killing some Latinos, and then when he gets home, he realizes that his house has been attacked, and his son has been kidnapped. His wife is like, "You did this. You lied to me, and this, and that." He's like, "Go get our son." And he's like, "All right, I'm going to get our son." And he goes and gets the son, and then when he brings the son back, she was like, "I don't ever want to see you again. You never come back. You get out of our lives. You go. You leave." So he writes his son a letter explaining that he's leaving, that he doesn't want to leave, but between the relationship with the baby mom, with his wife, and he wants to keep him safe, that he's gonna leave. So he leaves. The ex-wife ends up putting the kid in boarding school in Sweden, and then the nigga gets kidnapped again. Right? 2 times he gets kidnapped. So then Deathstroke meets up with his wife in the park, and she was just like, "Yeah, this is all your fault, because you should have fought harder to be in our lives after I told you to leave." Is that fair or foul? Is that a fair or foul argument for her to make?
That's foul. That's foul.
Monty says it's foul. Look, everybody in the chat, let us know. Look, I can tell you, one of my roommates definitely feels like that she had every right to do that, because Deathstroke was an ain't shit father.
Yeah, but why say leave and go, "You didn't fight for it"? Stop playing games. Stop playing games.
Look, listen, I don't have kids, so but I want to see what everybody think about it. Is it fair or foul for her to tell Deathstroke to get out the kid's life, then get mad at him, then get mad at Deathstroke for doing what she said?
Yeah.
Is that fair or foul?
Yeah, let's see what the chat says.
Everybody says see. Spec says it's foul. Honest Heather Holden says foul. Carnivorous Ape says that's foul. American Nightmare says that's foul as fuck. J. Troy Doe says foul AF. Shiggy says foul, but they didn't have enough time to set up that story right. Honest Red says foul. Kung Fu Matador, foul. Okay. And also, Kung Fu Matador, you just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Taj.
Yes. Welcome. I've never seen you before. Welcome to...
Yeah, look, listen, we're gonna have new fans, new show, new us.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. My roommate just texted me. Wait. She just texted me what she said. She says, hold on, wait. Let me get to it. She says, he fought harder to keep up years of lies than he did for his family. What'd you think about that, Monty?
No. It's a fucking game. Like, leave. Why didn't you fight to stay? Fuck you. No, that's a fucking game. Don't play games.
All right. Lilith Draco says foul. Vapion says foul. But white women going to white woman. But white woman going to white woman. Monty knows. Yeah. White women going white women. They gonna do what white women do. That's true. You can't dispute that.
No time for fucking games. Like, stop.
Okay. So for the people who have seen this movie, is Deathstroke a deadbeat dad in this? Is he a deadbeat dad?
No. Look, the only thing she had him on is a motherfucker only sent one letter. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like, you could have reached out some more. Like, I can't imagine walking away like that. Like, that's where there's an issue. But you should have fought harder to stay. Get the fuck out of my face with that.
Turn up. Monty Man Randy Savage over here. Drop on bitches from the top rope. What else? Who else saw the movie? Yeah, Vapion, She's, whoever else saw it. Let us know real quick. Is Deathstroke a deadbeat dad? Let's talk about it. So he fought harder to keep up years of lies that he did for his family. She said, yeah, she should have never had a kid with that piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, that's all I got for this. All right. So I gave it a C+. Monty gave it a B. And it looks like the chat all kind of fell in that same range. Like that kind of, I saw a lot, the few people that saw it looked like they gave it B minuses. So I think we're good on this one.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next movie. Let's do What is
Baby
it?
John said he literally had a copy of the storybook in his suitcase just to read it to his son.
All right.
Yeah. He did. He
Yeah.
did that. He
Yeah.
said she calls him on it, and he starts crying about the experiment he signed up for. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
True. All right. All right. See?
You know, but they say there's nothing sexier than showing effort. You know, so the question is, how much effort did he show?
Fuck a game. Fuck a game. Let's move on to the next movie. Go
ahead, Monty. Let's do it.
Superman, Man of Tomorrow. That's where we are right now.
Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Let me pull up my wiki notes on this one. Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Bam. Working out the kinks. You know, gonna get all this shit knocked out. All right. Superman, Man of Tomorrow came out 2020. It came out August 23rd. So like 2 weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks after Deathstroke came out, DC put out the Superman, Man of Tomorrow. So drop one of Clue's bombs for DC releasing back-to-back movies. There you go. It's this 2020 American animated direct-to-video superhero film. As a sidebar, I only see these these movies whenever I go to like Target. Target and Walmart are the only two places I ever go where I see those DVDs or those Blu-rays of the actual movies and shit.
Yeah. I never see them. I didn't even know this one came out. So.
Okay. Well, there you go. This is the 39th film in the DC animated original movies universe. It's available on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K Ultra HD. It chronicles the life of Clark Kent early on as Superman. And what makes this movie unique is, all right, so this is another Superman origin story, right? So it's another retelling of Superman's origin. But the way they spin this one is they tell Superman's origins as if he was born in our time, like he's born like in the present. So we don't get like that 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s origin story that we normally get. We getting like Superman in 2020 using smartphones, posting on social media, all that shit, right? Lex Luthor is played by Zachary Quinto, you know, the guy who plays Spock in the J.J. Abrams Star Wars movies. I don't actually know any of the other voice actors in this film, and it tells the story of Superman, leaving Smallville as an intern at the Daily Planet, and Daily Planet.
Yeah, the Daily Planet.
All right, I was thinking about it. I was trying to think. So wait, which one does Spider-Man work at? The Bugle. Okay.
Yeah, the Bugle.
I'm getting my fake magazines mixed up. All right, get my fake news. Superman is an intern at the Daily Planet. He's just getting people coffee. He's just a basic errand boy. They even call him like Coffee Boy in this shit, despite the fact that he's like 6'3" and swole as fuck, right? They like, hey, Coffee Boy, go get my I don't know, coffee types that people drink, but he's like, go get my fucking Folgers Crystals Original Black with no nutmeg and extra pumpkin spice, and make sure you put some cinnamon on it because it unlocks the flavor, right?
Yes.
And in this process, we get a chance to meet a very young Lois Lane. We get to watch how their professional relationship develops. We get to see Lex Luthor being a dick. And in this process, he's saving people in Metropolis, but he hasn't become Superman yet. So it's very much like Mask of the Phantasm or Batman Begins, where we're seeing him figuring out how to be Superman. Yeah. And in this process, in the retelling of this origin story, we see Lobo come to Earth. Lobo comes to Earth because he's there hunting the Kryptonian. He's there hunting Superman, even though he's not Superman yet. He's there hunting the Kryptonian. Yeah. And in their fight, Lobo accidentally ends up creating the supervillain Parasite, who ends up becoming basically, he goes from absorbing people's powers to basically becoming Godzilla at the end of the movie. Martian Manhunter also features in this movie as well. So there you go. Monty, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, Monty's going to go first on this one. Monty, Now that I've laid out the plot, and I like when we do the next episode, I'm gonna have this shit way fucking smooth. This shit's gonna be like super duper smooth. So,
there's lots of shit to work out. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I went to a 2-camera setup over here because we were having issues. So, but that's one of the things we were working on. But yeah, Superman.
Did I say Spock in the J.J. Abrams Star Wars movies? I meant Star Trek movies. I apologize. Thank you. I appreciate you for correcting me. Ace Wonder is in the chat right now. Oh, and Ace Wonder also said about Deathstroke. Her argument has nothing to do with her actions. His actions can be judged in a different fair file.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, that you know what? That's true because we try to overlap two things. You know, is it fair file to call him a deadbeat dad? Is it fair file for her to ask him to do something? He do the thing that she asked him to do, and then call him a bum ass nigga for doing it.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right, Monty. What did you think of Superman: Man of Tomorrow?
Superman: Man of Tomorrow. This movie, I'll say it right now. This is my favorite of all 3 movies we watched.
Really? Okay.
Yes, and I know we talked about it before. We got to get through all these fucking Superman movies, especially Superman Origins. It's my favorite of the Superman Origins. I love how they did this, and the animation and the art is fucking beautiful.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's going to be a part of Cut It to Keep It.
Yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful cartoon. It is sharp, crisp, fun to watch, and I went into this blind not knowing what I was going to watch. So it starts, and I'm like, oh, is this even going to be a Superman movie? I hadn't seen covers or anything. I just pressed play. And I'm like, all right, so I guess, is he going to fly around with these glasses all the time? Or are we just setting up who Clark Kent is? All right, this could be fun. And as it's going on, different shit's happening. Everything was a surprise to me in this, which I think is the best way to watch it. If you haven't seen it and you're watching this, I'm sorry. It's all spoiled for you. You know it's coming. But it was fun to see Superman go up against Lobo as his first enemy, his first real enemy. You know, aside from planes falling out of the sky, which this motherfucker loves to do apparently, catch planes.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
One of
Also,
Superman's...
never if you're in Metropolis, you should never fly because planes is always falling out the sky in Metropolis for some reason. Okay, like all their planes is Spirit Airlines.
Yes. But back to where I was. Planes. See, I lost my shit, Hannibal.
You were talking about how good the animation was. You liked that Lobo was his first villain, his first real villain.
Yes. Let me catch back up. All right. So yeah, Lobo, the first real villain. And Lobo is very well done in this. If you don't know who Lobo is, this does a really good job of setting Lobo up. And Lobo's got this fun habit of telling you something that's a lie and saying it like it's true and going, no, that's not what happened, but you should have seen the look on your face. That shit is hilarious when he does it. And Lobo does a really great job of setting up just how fucking powerful Superman is. And setting up the sun shit. And the addition of Martian Manhunter is great. Him trying to figure shit out. Martian Manhunter and him bonding over being the last of their kind. Everything is really fun, and I enjoyed Parasite in this. He's not Parasite from the comics, but this is a fun character to watch him go up against. Everything about this, I think, came together well, worked really well. I give this movie a B+.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Well, then I already know what grade this movie's about to get.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and switch over to my full screen.
Here we go. Let's
go ahead and go full screen with Hannibal to beat Hannibal. Right. So look, so this movie, and I noticed something very interesting with this movie after I watched it. When I watched it, I noticed that like a lot of the critics love this movie. They love this reimagining and this retelling of Superman, right? But the fans are kind of divided on this. Like, some fans are like, hey, I like the creative liberties you guys took, and this is pretty cool. Some people are like, I hate the creative liberties you guys took, and I'm tired of seeing Superman origin stories. I don't want to see another. This could have very easily not been a Superman origin story and just had him fighting Lobo and Parasite. You know, so it didn't have to be that. So the question is what made more sense for them in this movie, for this to be an origin story. Like, does that help or hurt the movie that it is? And I am not one of those guys, like, and I believe that if you're going to watch comic book movies, you need to enjoy the film that you're watching for what it is, not compare it to the source material. Yep. Because if you love the movie or hate the movie based on the source material, 95% of the time, you're going to hate the movie.
Yep. Because
like just sometimes some of these characters have backstories that are like super old and outdated. Some of the stories don't translate well to from the page to the screen. Some of these stories are just and a great example of this is the X-Men Phoenix stories, is that there are some stories that are so large you can't compact that entire story into 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think you have to give the writers and the filmmakers and the directors that liberty to be able to create, you know, new stories. Look, that being said, this movie is weird for me because I actually really liked the first half of this movie because I thought I liked the creative liberties they were taking. I liked the direction the movie was going in. I love how they set up, you know, like just like Monty said, how they set up Superman showing off his powers through Lobo discovering how powerful he was. Like, man, I fought the Kryptonians. Y'all ain't never this fucking strong. This is some new shit. And then he was like, that's cool. It's going to make it even more fun to whip your ass. You know? That shit was dope as hell. I love the scene of Lois Lane interviewing Lex Luthor about the rocket that he's about to launch, and then plays a recording of him talking about how he basically just kind of just shit it all on the rocket design so he could just get the money from the president, and how he can make the president do whatever the fuck he wants, you know? And it was just, and then he, like, his bodyguard destroys her phone. All that shit is dope as hell. The way Parasite gets created, I thought all that shit was dope as hell. The second half of the movie, which for me starts when Martian Manhunter reveals himself to Superman's parents in Smallville. Then the movie, it goes from being this dope-ass original idea for a movie to becoming a glorified Saturday morning cartoon show. And it's much better than the average Saturday morning cartoon. So I don't want to throw it under the bus like that. But it became like a really, really, really good episode of like the Justice League cartoon. And it was like, man, this thing was going down a path that was very grown up and very mature. And then at that point, it started to do like a lot of those, started checking off a lot of those cartoon boxes that was like, all right, well, let's add this person in here. Let's do this. Let's give them this explanation for that and all that stuff. And it was just, and then it became kind of real paint by numbers Superman story after that, specifically the ending being like, you know, love conquers all, you know, America's great, love conquers all. It was just, and that was how the movie ended. Look, I enjoyed this movie. Of the three movies we watched, this was the only one that I watched twice. I will watch Deathstroke again. I'll probably revisit the Old Guard. This is the only one that I went back and I was like, no, I really want to watch this one again because I wanted to make sure that I landed where I landed and I'm comfortable in my grade. I'm giving this movie a B-.
All right.
Yeah.
B-.
And like, yeah, I thought this movie was almost really, thank you. Look, Zoe is the shit. I thought this movie was almost really good. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was right there. It was right fucking there. It was like at the end, it was almost like they were pressed for time, and it was like, man, we got to speed the story up. So then it was like the second half of the movie, it was like, all right, now we're gonna do this, and then this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, and that was just it. And they had taken so much time to develop the first part of the story, and then when they got to the second half of the story, it was like, shit, we only got like $50,000 more. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this shit up.
All right.
Yeah, live action animation is in the chat as well. Also, drop one of Clues bombs for live action animation and Ace Wonder because they just had a baby.
There you go.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Oh, you don't have it ready? Oh well, I don't know what happened. Something happened.
Right,
Clues bomb.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Drop one of Clues bombs for live action animation and Ace.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So look, when I cut it on YouTube, that's how I'm gonna just cut it from right there.
There you go. All right, perfect.
Make it seem like Zoe did it on time.
There we go. So yeah, I want to challenge you on the love conquers all thing because it didn't. They thought it was working. He calmed down, but then he got bigger. And what killed him is consuming more power. So the thirst for power conquered all this time. The love failed.
You know what? Okay. We'll come back to this.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this because the question is whether how much control did the man have over the parasite?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it almost felt like, and they didn't shop it this way. They didn't shop it this way at all.
Yeah.
But it almost felt like Eddie Brock fighting with the symbiote. And the question was, could he control his desire to absorb that power or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because like Superman was like, he's got a wife, he's got children, he's from Earth, I'm the alien, everybody.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh man, that nuclear power plant looks delicious. You know, did he have any control over that, or was that the man controlling that, or was that the demon inside the man?
Yeah, but still, that proves my point. Like, this is not a love conquers all story. Superman gave a very Superman speech, and it looked like, oh shit, they're gonna end it like this. Then they flipped it, and even if it is the demon inside that wanted the power, his fucking speech did not work. Mm-hmm. No matter what the motivation was, the speech did not work. Because this motherfucker's hungry. Nuclear power plant. Oh, we're fucked. So love lost. Bottom line, that was the end result. It doesn't matter how we got there. The end result was the love didn't work. That's what I saw.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do a little bit of cut it to keep it.
All right. Let's go.
This one. And I think this is going to be interesting to see. Cut it to keep it. The hard black outline that's on all the characters in this movie, Monty. As an artist.
Keep the fuck out of that. That's one of the things visually that I loved. I loved the hard black lines. I loved the very clean separations, and it gives it this modern look. It to me it kind of calls back to cell animation. And
Honest Red says, hold up. Honest Red says, no, what happened was Parasite absorbed Superman's heart, and when he saw that the plant was going to explode, he sacrificed himself to save everybody.
I don't think he sacrificed himself. I think Parasite was hungry.
That nigga, he looked over and saw that power plant was like a bunch of Popeye chicken sandwiches and was like, I need that in my life.
Yeah. So that's where I fall with it.
Okay, Heather Holden says it wasn't about love not working. It was about accepting versus assuming the position.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
See, I think this is good, but okay. So yeah, as an artist, Monty, I'm sorry, I wanted to read that because I thought that was a great point. Yeah. But yeah, cut it to keep it, Monty. You like? So I was thinking that the whole time I was watching the movie, these hard black outlines on the movie. Was that as an artist, you thought that was dope?
Yeah. This, like I said when I started talking about it, this cartoon is fucking beautiful. I would watch this cartoon with the sound off. It is just a joy to watch. Some of my favorite cartoon art and animation that I've seen in a while. Keep it. Thanks for the sub, whoever that was.
That is. I'm trying to get to it. I can't see. I lost it. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot. I can switch my.
Or I can find out who it is right here. That was Oh wait, no, it didn't. It hasn't shown up yet. It'll pop up later.
I got you. I'm getting to it now. I'm logging into our Streamlabs now.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all you gotta do is log into Streamlabs. And also, the Streamlabs link is in the description. Just hit refresh and you'll see it. So, but yeah.
There we go. Comfort Doll. That was
right.
Comfort Doll.
Well, welcome,
right,
Comfort
awesome.
Doll.
There we go. Crazy Horse, Kung Fu Matador, Comfort Doll. What's going on? Thank you guys for subbing to the channel. I want somebody to donate some money though, so y'all can hear the what you call it sound effect.
It's coming. It's a brand new channel. It'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay. You say keep it? All right,
Yeah.
what's the chat saying right now? It looks like everybody else is saying. I see She Geek says keep it as well. Let's see. Is that it? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
American Nightmare wants to know where Hannibal's art went. You know, I was wondering the same question myself, Monty. Where did my art go?
I fixed it. It's still there. It's still there. Like go.
It's still there. I don't see it. I don't see my amazing white background. You know, with our black bodies. I did that for contrast. Monty.
Oh, I just fixed it. I fixed it.
You fixed it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you changed it you changed my art without my permission?
Yeah. But take a look at the channel. Look how cool that looks. Look how clean and crisp and you know, pleasing to the eyeballs this channel is now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cut it or keep it. Monty's art. Let's talk about that right now. Okay, all right. Cut it to keep it. Lobo and Martian Manhunter in this movie.
Oh, keep it. Like I can see the argument for cutting Martian Manhunter, but Lobo, definitely keep Lobo.
So keep Lobo. Are you dead set on keeping Martian Manhunter in the movie?
No. I can see an argument for getting rid of Martian Manhunter. I can see having more conflict. I can see putting Superman into a tighter corner without Martian Manhunter, trying to figure out who he is while fighting Lobo.
Yeah.
I can see the argument for that.
You know, one thing about Martian Manhunter I never understood. Like, so he's a Martian. He comes to Earth.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I need to blend in. Let me be a black guy. Like, why? Like, why, man? He was like you didn't feel like you was getting enough persecution as a fucking Martian?
Thanks for the donation. Who was that?
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah. See what happens? Wait, is what copyright infringement or appropriation?
I heard it. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, to change Hannibal's art.
I just listened to it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes. And who did that come from?
That came from it says that copyright infringement appropriation. That one came from American Nightmare.
All right. Look at that. American Nightmare, the first donation on the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List.
He says, where did Hannibal's great artwork go, Montel? You didn't fix shit. Also, first... Yes, Ty Lovely producer Zoe, drop one of the clues bombs for American Nightmare.
There we go. Wait, let me write this down.
There we go. All right.
There we go. And yeah. Keep the new artwork. It looks better. I say again, just look at the channel. It's fucking beautiful. Look at that, how it rolls into the avatar. That's just the checkbox, because it's a list. It's nice. It's nice.
I don't like to give Monty a lot of compliments, y'all, because his ego is out the box. Like, he's fucking ridiculous with that shit. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Cut it to keep it. This is a good one.
Okay.
This is a good one. There's a scene in this movie where Superman is getting his ass lit up.
Yeah. And
then he comes back to Earth. He goes to space, and he comes down, and he ends up fighting off the villains naked.
Yeah.
He is just butt ass. Superman, Clark Kent, Kal-El is butt ass naked.
Yes.
Cut it or keep it. Him fighting and flying around butt ass naked. What do we think?
Cut it. Why? Why? There was no reason for that. There was zero reason for it. Zero reason. If there was a good reason for it, like, I don't know what that would be, but I mean, it made no sense how his clothes even came off.
Halloween and collard greens.
Like, he flew them off.
Yeah.
Or, maybe it was to explain why he needed the Superman suit. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe we need it for that.
Well, but didn't his clothes come off at the end of the movie? Wasn't that towards the back end of the movie?
No.
It was after he was okay. So that okay. That
it was while he was fighting Lobo.
Yeah, okay, when he was fighting Lobo. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I guess that was their way of saying that he needed like super clothes, and then Martha was like, "Oh, I made your suit out of the clothes that we found, the material that was in the ship that you landed in. We broke a bunch of buzzsaws trying to make this for you, but we were eventually able to cut some material for you to be able to wear clothes with.
Yeah, so I guess that was the point. So I guess keep it. I changed my mind.
I'm like, look, I don't need to see Superman's balls to know that he need pants. All right, I know people need pants without having to see their balls.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No,
it was almost like an attempt to be like, hey, we want y'all to know this movie isn't for kids, so we're gonna throw this in there just so y'all know.
Yeah. No,
Kiki says keep it. That's fucking honest. The friction would burn his clothes off. Yeah. Honest Red says keep it. It explains why he needs a suit. Comfort Doll says let the super jewels fly. No.
Yes.
I don't need to see super meat. All right. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't see any. You just saw super ass. That's the most you saw.
I don't want to see. Like, listen. The first off is too much. I disagree. Okay? You got to warn me before you show me another man's balls. Okay, I got to. You can't just spring balls on a nigga. Okay, you got to give me your heads up first. Like, hey man, guess what you about to see? Like, hold up. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that shit. Comfort Doll also says keep. J. Troy Doe says it's for the ladies. American Nightmares. Yeah, there you go. American Nightmare says cut it. I don't want to watch hentai. And when I do want to watch hentai, I know I'm going to watch hentai. What I don't want to watch is a Superman movie, you know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers show me Superman's fucking unshaved pubes, okay? I don't want to see that.
See, I think you're overselling what actually happened. We didn't see any unshaved pubes. We just saw, Superman's bare ass. And like I said, I changed my position on it. Keep it, because it did set up why he needs the super suit. Because I guess they had to show how awkward it is to have to whoop somebody's ass naked.
But see, like LA Anime says, live action says, I didn't need to see penis in Watchmen, so all right. But counterpoint, live action animation, counterpoint, the penis in Watchmen has a purpose. This dude is so powerful, he doesn't think about anything else. He doesn't think about what you care about, because he's that fucking powerful. Like, Superman is from Kansas, okay?
Yeah.
Like, he's like truth, justice, in the American way.
But look, Hannibal, honestly, Kansas, wherever you're from New Orleans.
Yeah.
You're getting your ass whooped by a biker from space. Mm-hmm. Your clothes fall off. Do you give a fuck that you're naked while this biker from space is whooping your ass? Do you notice?
Man, man, because I got to make sure people see my shit at the right time, okay? Like, first off, what's the temperature outside when we fight? Okay? Are we fighting in the summertime? Or are we fighting like right now? It's like 60 degrees out here in Atlanta. Okay, I'm not fighting you naked. And first off, I'm not fighting you naked at all. But if I'm fighting you naked, I'm definitely not fighting you naked if it's 60 degrees outside.
Yeah, but
I will retreat and come back on a warmer day.
So the minute the clothes came off, you recharge in the sun and just fly back home instead of to the fight.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen. Let a nigga with pants fight Lobo from this point on, all right? Batman always got pants on. He never had to fight his bat balls out, okay? So, that's all I'm saying.
All right.
Fair enough. Being said, LA says Superman is also that powerful, and so is his penis. You know what? I feel like, she's like, nah, I was good on it. I bet you was, all right? Super penis is how I got a fucking new nephew now.
All right. Well, there we go.
Helps him tall buildings in a single bound and deflect bullets. That is so. Look, listen. That's definitely a movie I don't want to see.
All right. Well,
the last movie we're gonna talk about on the Ultimate Comic Movie List, and are we set up to do Tough Titty for this one?
No, we're not.
All right. Okay, I was gonna do Tough Titty with
you. Next time I'll get segments set up. I was trying to get the show running smooth, and I think we got it now.
Can we can do Tough Titty without running the segment?
Yes.
We can do it without, like, we can edit it in post. We can edit it in post. All right. The last movie we're going to talk about is The Old Guard. It is a superhero movie on Netflix now. It was released July 10th. The movie. Oh, right, because they don't tell you what shit grosses on Netflix, right? It's a 2020 American superhero film directed by Gina Prince Bythewood, written by Greg Rucka, based on a comic book of the same name. I am not familiar with this comic book at all.
Neither am I.
It stars Charlize Theron, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and a bunch of other people whose names we don't know. It's gotten generally positive reviews from critics, praise from the action sequences and Charlize Theron's acting performance. And look, the backstory on this movie, you know, the broad stroke of this movie is Charlize Theron has been alive for a really long time. She apparently can't die, and every couple hundred years she comes in contact with another person that can't die, and it's like, hey, you want to go fight crime together? And they'd be like, yeah, and then that's the movie, you know. And then when the movie starts, there's like 4 or 5 of them together, and then they get lured into a trap by Chiwetel Ejiofor, you know, and after surviving that trap, they're like, they express the importance of staying secret in the world, especially because as technology progresses, it gets harder and harder for them to stay secret, and the more people find out that they can't die. They talk about all of the different aspects, all of the different issues you run into with being immortal or living for really long stretches of time. So that's the broad stroke of what the movie is. Did I leave anything out, Monty?
No, I think you nailed it.
Okay. So I'm gonna go first, right?
Yeah, you go first on this one.
I enjoyed this movie. It was fun to watch, and it teeters this interesting border on being like the idea and the execution of it is almost really good. Yeah, Highlander Redux is yes. That's a perfect way to explain this shit. Drop one of Clues bombs for Comfort Dog. That's exactly what it is. Highlander Redux. There you go.
Yeah, she's not. Zoe just stepped away, so she didn't hear the Clues bomb.
Oh, I'm not hearing it now? Oh, that's your condition in the background. Okay. I was like, I can hear the bomb. I can still hear the bomb going off. Oh no, that's your AC unit. That's what I'm hearing. So it's not a bomb. Anyway, look, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was fun. I thought Chiwetel Ejiofor as the villain / not, you know, like the anti-villain or whatever. Like, all that's fine. Charlize Theron is the star of this film, and the black girl that ends up joining their troop, and I don't know her name. I'm about to find out now. Is it Kiki Lane? I think it's Kiki Lane.
I don't remember.
Okay. I think her name is Kiki Lane. Her name in the movie is Nile. She plays a Marine that's in Afghanistan. I believe she's in Afghanistan. And while hunting and taking down a terrorist, she ends up getting stabbed in the throat. And instead of dying, she ends up, coming back to life, wounds heal, and then, the army starts treating her weird because of that shit. So that's what it is. I think it's a great idea. It's a great take on the idea of immortality. And there are certain points in the movie where the characters use their ability to heal in fight scenes. So it creates a very cool... It creates some very cool fight scenes because the characters will use their invincibility in the choreography of the fights. So it ends up looking real dope. Especially towards the back end of the movie when you see all the guys, all of the team together fighting at the same time. I thought this was a good movie. I wish this movie was a little bit longer. I think it would have been better served as an 8-episode TV series than it was a 2-hour movie, because it could have used a little bit more time to flesh out some of these stories. But I enjoyed this movie. Honestly, the thing that I disliked the most about this movie was the music. I hate the music in this movie.
Really?
Yes, all the music in this movie sounds like the music that they play in the trailer of a movie. So it's like watching a movie, and then every 20 minutes, it's like they'll show you a trailer for the movie that you're currently watching.
All right. See, I didn't feel that at all. All right.
That's the thing that rubs me the wrong way the most in this shit. And again, this is my personal opinion on the shit. Like, I'm not gonna let that influence my grade too much. I think the movie could have used a little bit more runtime to flesh out some of the stories. The bad guy turn, or like when they reveal that, like, okay, so I'm about to give you guys a spoiler. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there you go. You have 5 seconds, so now you know the spoiler's coming. So there's a scene in the movie where they reveal that one of the members of her team, like every time her team moves from secret location to secret location, the bad guys are already there waiting for them. And the question is, well, how are the bad guys finding them? And I'm like, oh, well, clearly one of the people in her team is giving them this information. And it's like when they do the reveal, it's like it was just, I didn't want to feel it coming, and then it happened, and it was like, man, it's gonna be somebody in her team is stabbing them in the back, and it's gonna end up being Booker. And it was like, and it just keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going, and then it happens. It's like, it's sort of like when Ellen came out and told everybody she was gay. She's like, I got a big announcement, everybody, I'm gay. And everybody's like, all right, what's the big announcement? That's how the reveal ends up playing out. But that notwithstanding, this was a pretty good movie. It was actually, I think, it was much better than I thought it was going to be. Charlize Theron does a good job. Chiwetel Ejiofor is very underutilized, but if they do a series of sequels, which the movie implies that it will, I think they could do something real cool with this. I end up giving this movie a B-.
All right, that works.
Yeah, I like the movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it was just, I guess, it was almost really good.
Yeah. All right.
It was almost there. It was missing like one or two little things, and I hate the music. I do. I hate, and like the music, none of the music is bad as a trailer, but the music itself and like, I don't want us to get demonetized on our first episode of this, but like, man, if I could pick a scene of this movie and play it for you and narrate it, you'd be like, yeah, this is a trailer.
Yeah,
this is a movie trailer.
Look, we're out the gate demonetized. What are you talking about? We don't even have 100 subs yet on this channel, so there's no monetization on it. So. Oh shit! You want to? Okay, never mind. I'll show, when I edit this down. I'll show the people what I'm talking about. There you go.
Make my own trailer, and all I'm gonna do is take a scene from the movie and do my own voice.
All right.
World.
All right. That'll work.
All right. So that's, yeah, B-. That's what I said. Create Beast gave it a B. All right. Honest Red gave it a B. OG Ben Grimm is in the chat. He said this show is fire. Also, for those of y'all who didn't know, the awesome ass intro we played at the beginning, that's OG Ben Grimm, y'all here rapping on it. You know, that's not part of, but it's, you know, we're working on a project for OG Ben Grimm because we met our Stream Gold Challenge in May or June, and it was April. It was May. It was the May challenge. And the May challenge was that we were going to end up producing a project and shoot some videos for OG Ben Grimm. So we're working on that now.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right, Monty. What do you think of The Old Guard on Netflix? Netflix's Old Guard. Were you familiar with this comic at all?
No. I didn't even know it was a comic till somebody told me. I had no clue. But yeah, I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie though. This I knew nothing about it, and with all three of these movies, I knew nothing about them going into it. And this one, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what the plot was. I just jumped in. We saw the trailer on one of the pre-shows. We should probably clip that out and throw it in the clips from this. But yeah, watching it, I had a good time with it. And I have a lot of the same issues that Hannibal had, except the music. I enjoyed the music. I didn't have a problem with the music. The music to me was fun. Yeah, I'll hit the spoilers for me, because I'm going heavy in the spoilers. My biggest disappointment, and the spoiler is, the other part of their team, the other person that couldn't die, was set up to be such an interesting character, and I wanted so bad for that to be the villain, and she wasn't. The woman trapped in an iron box underwater, unable to die for that much time. I was hoping that was going to be the villain, but what they gave us was the post-credits reveal of her drinking fucking water, which was badass. But that's also my disappointment, because they set her up so well. I wanted to meet that character, and we don't meet her until it ends. That took points off. We have room, or maybe we didn't. Maybe she's a better, because that's a villain. That's a villain origin. No other way to cut it. But
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. This movie was fun. It's a fun movie to watch. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. It's really good. Just sit back, throw some popcorn in your mouth, and watch it. I gave it a B. I gave it a flat out B.
All right. So look. So we're not. Honestly, the grade that we were furthest apart on was Deathstroke.
Yeah.
We're actually not far apart on anything else.
No, we're not far apart at all on anything else. At all.
Okay. Why did you come into the show expecting to argue with me?
No. I had no idea what to expect, because I hadn't set myself on my grades yet. I spent all this time processing the movies. But I didn't expect any arguments for this. I didn't see anything that wild happen in any of these. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we'll have to revisit The Mask one day. We might argue on that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And look, one of the things that we're gonna do on the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List channel is we're gonna give you guys a chance to challenge us on our grades. So if we haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do it, but we'll set it up where people can be challenged on their grades. So if somebody on the show gives a grade that a lot of people disagree with, you can challenge the grade, and then the person's grade will not count towards our final score until they rewatch the movie.
Yes. For example, if we had this rule in effect when GE was on with us, everybody could have just challenged his grade, or if enough people challenged his grade wouldn't count.
Yep.
Unless he rewatched it.
Yeah, Godless Engineer we could have challenged Godless Engineer to rewatch Black Panther, and then we wouldn't include his grade until after he watched it. We could have challenged Larry from OAW Entertainment for giving Deadpool a C-, C.
Yeah. Come on, Larry.
And then
come on, son.
Challenge his grade and then made him watch the shit again. We could have challenged Ben Collinsworth's grade of the original Richard Donner Superman and given that movie a D, I believe he gave it. Yeah. We could challenge live action animation's grade of Constantine City of Demons and be like, nah, fam, you need to rewatch that movie because it's a good fucking movie.
Yes. Yeah, we got some spots on the list that
Yeah. Look, when we go through the list, we look at the people who fucked up certain grades. It's like, oh man, so and so fucked this one up, so just we see it. But everybody's grades are staying in place right now. They're exactly where it is. Oh yeah, Crimson. Let me not forget Crimson. How you fucked up the Michael B. Jordan Fantastic Four grade.
Yeah.
But look, live action animation. I want to say this: you fucked up that grade, but you didn't fuck up most of the other grades. Most of your other grades was.
Yeah, they're on point.
Live action animation. She said I was bored the whole time. You also didn't actually watch the whole movie. So
there you go.
By your own admission on the show and after the show. So technically, we shouldn't even count your grade for that shit. But that was the very first ever Ultimate Comic Book Movie List that we did.
Yeah.
So
we watched a ton of movies for that one. But this show
that first episode we watched 18 movies.
Yeah.
Or 19 movies.
Yeah.
18. I think it was 18.
Yeah, and with this show, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably use Discord, and the link is down below. We're gonna set things up so that this can all be interactive, and y'all can sort of help us put this list together. Because our goal is to watch every comic book movie ever made. We will do it. Who knows how long it'll take? That's why there's a whole fucking show for it. So, but we've already watched a good bit. Not even 1% of every comic book movie ever made, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we still got a lot of movies. Like there's a lot of movies that we haven't gotten to yet. Like we still haven't watched the vast majority of the Marvel MCU movies. We haven't watched or reviewed any of the Iron Man movies. We haven't watched or reviewed any of the Thor movies. We've only reviewed one Captain America movie. We haven't We haven't reviewed any of the live action Batman movies. There's still a ton of animated movies. We haven't done, like, there's so many, like, in speaking on Batman, we haven't done the live action Batman movies. We haven't done any of the Superman, Batman animated movies. We haven't done Under the Red Hood. We haven't done Batman Begins. We haven't done. There's so many movies that we haven't touched yet. So there's a lot of stuff that we still got to watch. And keep in mind, every year they're putting out a ton of movies. Like there's still a ton of those Lego movies that have come out that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
You know, there's still a lot of old stuff. We haven't watched Ben Affleck's Daredevil. We haven't watched any of the Ghost Rider movies. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that we still haven't gotten to yet. And then there's still movies coming out because, like, we upcoming. Like, I recently watched New Mutants, but Monty still hasn't seen it, so we still got to do New Mutants. We still got Wonder Woman 1984 coming out. We still got Black Widow coming out. You still got all the movies that are coming out in front of us, and we still got all the movies that came out behind. So it's like it's gonna take a while for us to get to all the movies. Death in the Family is coming out soon as well.
Yeah, and our thing is we're trying to catch the movies as they come out, so we don't have to watch movies that came out a year ago, so that we can add them right away, but still throw some old ones in. Like this first episode, these are all new, 3 new movies. So which is why you'll probably start seeing more here once we get all this set up, because this is not less work, less prep than a shit show. So it's easier to pop in and do this.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier. All right, okay. Cut it to keep it, Monty.
Okay.
Cut it to keep it. All right, and everybody who's watched The Old Guard on Netflix, let's talk about it. Cut it to keep it. The gay love speech in the middle of the movie.
Oh, keep it. Why cut that?
I'm asking. I'm asking the questions that all great producers and editors have to ask. In the middle of the movie, there's a scene where 2 of these characters, 2 of the angels, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they are? Are they angels? The demons? What are they? Are they spawn? Are they basically just spawn? What are they?
What, you mean the people that can't die?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They can't die.
The Highlanders, the immortals.
Yeah, that's all I know. They're immortals. They are technically
so
they're not immortal because they can die, as we saw. So
yeah, so they're 2 guys on the Old Guard, I guess, right? One of them was a gay guy who was a Christian during what was it, the Crusades, and another one was like a gay Muslim in the Crusades, and then they fought and killed each other a bunch of times, and it was like, man, I bet you look good naked, and then they got together, and then they've been together for hundreds of years, and there's a speech in the middle of this movie. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real fast. Hold on.
And I'll say this about it, that I'm going to tell you why. If you find it, like, read it, because it's great, because that speech did more than most of the movies we watched, and telling me just how much these 2 characters love each other. And that becomes important as the movie goes on. Seeing their connection and seeing them fight together made it even better. So absolutely keep that.
Yeah, okay. This quote, I mean, this quote is pretty, let me see if I can find it. And it's so funny, when I typed in Old Guard quote, that shit popped up first before I even had a chance to. I want the whole scene though. Hold on, let me pull it up real fast. What's the chat saying about it for those who watched it? What are they saying?
Let's see. What do we got? We got Honest Red saying love is love. Heather Holderness says Hannibal needs a hug. Let's see. Penultima. They have achieved level 5 vegan. Heather Holderness says
yes. I appreciate it. Drop one of the clues bombs for the obscure Scott Pilgrim reference.
Yes. Heather Holderness says, LOL, naked love is better than naked hate. Truth.
And we learned that in Superman, Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man of Steel, more like Man of, it's kind of chilly in here.
Yeah, we saw naked hate in, Man of Tomorrow, and, naked love in The Old Guard.
Yeah. The quote, so the quote, so they get captured, right? and they're surrounded by soldiers, right? And they're looking at each other lovingly, and they're talking lovingly and stuff. And one of the soldiers like, "What is he? Your boyfriend?" Like trying to shame him for being gay. And the character says, "You are a child, an infant. You're mocking us. Your mocking is thus infantile. He is not my boyfriend. This man is more to me than you can dream. He's the moon when I'm lost in darkness and warmth when I shiver in cold. And his kiss still thrills me even after a millennia. His heart overflows with the kindness of which this world is not worth. I love this man beyond measure and reason. He is not my boyfriend. He's all and he's more."
Yes. Yes.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that scene.
The question is, do we cut that scene or keep it?
We keep it because that scene sets up their relationship better than most movies set up any relationship.
Yeah.
Like right then, okay, I get it. Like,
you're not worried about pissing off Steven Crowder's fan base?
I don't give a fuck about them. They can fuck off and walk off a cliff.
But what if they? Okay, Monty. The thoughts of Hannibal, the thoughts of Monty, do not reflect the thoughts of the ultimate comic book movie. No, all jokes aside. All jokes aside. Yeah, that scene,
and it was well delivered too. Like well delivered.
The scene is incredible.
Yeah.
The scene is absolutely 100%. It's bananas. Like when I saw it, I was like, damn, that shit hit me in the chest. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been in love before. Look. Look. After I come, I'm like, nigga, bitch, you still here? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? I learned something about myself watching that movie. I learned that maybe I don't really know what love is. I don't know. I'm probably joking, y'all. So don't worry about it. Anyway. All right. Yeah, no, absolutely cut it. That scene was amazing. What was great about it is I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you see him locked up in he's like, all right, we got these two characters. They're locked up. They're getting transported to this military, this scientific facility so they can be tested on like fucking lab rats. And then the guy's like, oh, you guys bust your boyfriend or something? And then he's just like, and then he hits him with that old dope ass monologue. I was like, shit. That shit was like, god damn. I was like, respect, son.
Yeah.
I felt you on that one, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here we go. Next one. Cut it to keep it. And Monty talked about it in his. Okay, there's a scene in this movie where they talk about like when Charlize Theron is the leader of this team because she was the first of their team, or at least the first that they know of. She was the first immortal, and the second immortal she met was this girl named Quinn. Am I saying it right? Was it Quinn?
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
Like Quinn, like this Mongolian girl, right?
Yeah.
This Mongolian girl, and together these two immortals go and fight crime and fight in war after war, just doing good guy shit.
Yeah,
right?
they played side characters in Xena Warrior Princess for a little while. All that shit.
They were in the intro of Wolverine Origins, fighting side by side with Wolverine and Sabretooth in the wars and shit. So at a certain point they get captured. Everybody's like, these bitches is witches, right? So we're gonna kill them. And they take Quinn, Charlize Theron's friend, I'm saying friend because they never quantify what their relationship was. They put her in, I guess, something as close to an Iron Maiden as possible, and they drown her.
Yeah.
Right? And what happens is, because she's immortal, what happens is she drowns, and then she comes back to life, and then she drowns again.
Yes.
And then she comes back to life, and then she drowns again, and this just happens over and over and over again, right?
Yeah.
That scene is brutal.
Yeah.
And hard to watch. Cut it to keep it, Monty. Do we cut that scene? Or do we keep that scene?
Oh, keep it. And one of my favorite things is the slight misdirect they do with it, because our new immortal finds out because she dreamt about her. Mm-hmm. And that's where they start telling the story. after they told the story about how one of them has died, and you're like, oh shit, they're wrong. I bet that character's not dead. That's where I started getting that idea. And then later in the movie, they go, oh no, they know she's alive because they showed the one that died. It was a really great sort of step up. It was a great scene, necessary. And, you know, I take back some of the stuff I said earlier. I see why we don't ever introduce her as a villain in this movie. But that's a villain all the way.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
If they introduce her as a villain in the next film and it ends up being one of those things where she's angry at Charlize Theron for not rescuing her, and she also went a little bit completely insane from constantly dying and being revived every couple of days.
Yeah.
I mean, every couple of minutes.
Yes.
Right, because that's what it would be. She would literally drown and then like give it a couple minutes and then she would come back to life, but she's still underwater, so she would just drown again.
Yeah.
And just keep doing that same process over and over again. She goes a little bit completely insane. That's the making for a great villain.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, it's just so fucking badass to see her calmly standing there, drinking a glass of water.
Yeah. I actually didn't notice that she was drinking water. I did see she was drinking something, but I didn't realize it was drinking water.
Yes.
So,
it's water.
Yeah, that's a good. Okay. Yeah, I also think you got to keep that scene. That's actually one of. It's so hard to watch that I think it makes the movie better. Yeah. And look, Comfort Doll said, oh my God, that is one of my worst fears. Yeah, like, look, if that's one of your worst fears, you might want to avoid that scene of the movie.
Yes.
That scene is like, that shit is hard body as fuck.
Yeah.
But it was a good scene. It definitely set up the movie. Okay. I had one more cut of the keep it, but I don't even know if I should. That's good. I think we're good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would love to see a sequel for this movie. So
yeah, I mean they definitely want to. Yeah, they definitely look like they're trying to set up a sequel.
Yeah.
For the movie. So
yeah. So and this is what happens over there. This is what happens when we hit the end of an episode. You can see all of Hannibal and Monty's grades, and if we had guests, their names would be there too.
Yeah, and look, for everybody who's like, oh man, this is dope, I would love to be on an episode, make sure you message us, and I do believe, and let me check and make sure I did this right, on our page, on Ultimate Comic Movie List page, there should be a way, if you go to the About screen, let me make sure it's still there, there's somewhere on this page, there's a way where you can email us.
Yeah, or the best way to get it to us is email Zoe at sweethalloweenandcollardgreens.com.
Yeah, well, that's the email I put on the thing.
Yeah.
Is email Zoe at sweethalloweenandcollardgreens.
Yeah, if you email Zoe at sweethalloweenandcollardgreens.com, Zoe does all the booking. So, yeah, we'll make it happen.
Yes.
So that's all you got to do.
Yeah. So yeah, email us and we'll make sure we put her email in there.
Wait, OG Ben Grimm says, my worst fear would be being immortal and constantly coming back to life during a Tekashi concert.
Oh, yeah. 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 Just coming back to life and that nigga being famous and just that in and of itself is ridiculous. I had a long ass argument with some customers one night about that shit because we were just talking about like he was like, I mean, look, if niggas was trying to kill you, I'll snitch on them too. I'm like, no, that's not how the streets works. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your mama or your daddy taught you. Well, clearly you ain't got no daddy because you think it's okay to snitch. So. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Zoe does need a raise, Comfort Doll, but you know she's making more money because she's doing this show too. So, you know her payout's gonna be bigger, and that's why hit that Streamlabs next time, and we're gonna make this show happen more often because we do have to monetize this channel at some point. But yeah, that'll come eventually, which means we need more videos. So there's gonna be more edited content on here too. So get ready for that.
Yes, a lot more editing content. So that's it. We've come to the end of our very first Ultimate Comic Book Movie List episode.
Yes.
Also, real quick before we get out of here, let's do a quick round of Tough Titty.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Set it up. I gotta tell Zoe one thing real quick.
Okay.
All right. Well.
All right. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
and we're not
so-
gonna. Our ending's not gonna be right. I just realized I left off the ending thing, and I don't. No, we're not. This doesn't end with this was a shit show because it's not a shit show. So, but you know what?
So,
we're gonna end
we're just
this
gonna
one
end
with
with-
that. Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
end with
all
that.
right.
There will be one made specifically for the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List.
Yeah.
Can you add a
So,
closing
look,
screen?
The way
Oh, she
the way
can't. All right.
yeah. All right, so the way Tough Titty works, and there's usually an intro, and music, is all kind of stuff. What it is Tough Titty is a fantasy imagining of the swapping of careers between two actors or actresses. So in the past, we've done some, and one of the ones that we love doing is switching the careers of Samuel L. Jackson and Liam Neeson, right?
Yes.
So you would have Liam Neeson as Nick Fury, right? You know, but that means that you would have Samuel L. Jackson in Taken.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson's Taken would be dope as hell.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
You know, and then one of the more recent ones we did was we switched Tom Hanks's career with Johnny Depp's career. So that means Tom Hanks gets to be Willy Wonka, you know, and Edward Scissorhands, but then Johnny Depp gets to be Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
You know, not as handsome when you switch those out, right? So for this Tough Titty, we are going to switch Charlize Theron. So I'm gonna, you know, why we got you guys here. You guys pick. Who do you want to see us Tough Titty Charlize Theron with? Who do we switch a career with?
You could take the easy one and go with Angelina Jolie.
Okay, Angelina Jolie. All right, so then that means you get Charlize Theron in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, yeah. And
That could work.
And you know, and Tomb Raider
Charlize Theron would be dope as Tomb Raider.
and Maleficent.
Charlize Theron would also be awesome as Maleficent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Angelina Jolie would have been Aeon Flux, which I don't see working as well.
I've never seen Aeon Flux, so I think that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean the look doesn't work. And I'm trying
Let's
to
see
think
what
of,
else. Let me see what else Charlize Theron was in. Charlize Theron. She was in that movie. Well, no, I'm not even going to do that because I'm gonna name a movie that you don't know.
Ben Grimm just said Angela Bassett. Like, what if Black Panther's mom was Charlize Theron?
I mean, Charlize Theron is African,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you know,
there you go.
yeah, she's actually from that part of Africa that perfected racism. So, according to Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
All right, so that means you would get Angelina Jolie in Atomic Blonde.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
You don't think that would work? I think she could do that.
You think? All right.
Angelina Jolie in Mad Max Fury Road now.
Oh yeah, shit. I could see that working.
I think Angelina Jolie could do. So I think if you switch their careers, I don't think a whole lot switches. Like Angelina Jolie in Prometheus, I think works. Angelina Jolie as the evil queen in Snow White the Huntsman, I think that works.
Yeah.
You know, the Wicked Witch of the Mirror, whatever she was called.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie as
Ultraviolet and Resident Evil still work. All right, there you go.
I think it still works. I think it all works. I think she can still, because I think they take up the same space. So I think that's an easy one to do. All right, let's see. Let's switch Charlize Theron out with somebody else.
What else do we have in here?
It doesn't work in Gia. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work in Gia.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what else we have in here.
Not a Jolie fan. Okay, like I've never seen Angelina Jolie anything, and I was like anti-Angelina Jolie. Which one? Betty White?
No, Betty White's funny, but penultimate Bobcat Goldthwait, is that who you're? And welcome, Ben.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie and Monster. I think could Angelina Jolie pull off Charlize Theron's character in Monster? I think she could.
I didn't see Monster, so
Monster is incredible. If you've never seen the movie Monster, it's Charlize Theron either got nominated for or won for Best Actress in that movie. It's a great movie. It's it's a fucked up lesbian love story.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll check it out. But let's go into this Betty White thing a bit, because it's kind of funny and fucked up. Like Charlize Theron would be what's her name? The Golden Girl.
Rose.
And Betty White. Just imagine Betty White in old garb playing this role.
Betty White just still being Betty White as it. Look, Betty White can do no wrong.
Yeah, like that opening fucking scene where they're all dead on the floor. Like, I always wonder when it'll be the last time. Betty White's voiceover on that. And when they walk in and the lights come on, it's just like, oh, motherfucker. And that scene is hilarious.
Okay. Betty. So then that means Charlize Theron would be the racist neighbor, and Queen Latifah's bringing down the house.
Yes.
She'd be out there clipping. She's like, do I hear Negroes out here? And look, because Charlize Theron is a milfier white lady, right? Then she instantly becomes a Karen in that scenario.
Yeah, I was just thinking that she ends up playing a Karen in a lot of these. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. Her telling stories about St. Olaf.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love it. And Betty White and Mad Max. Shit, I will watch all these movies.
Yes, Betty White and Mad Max Fury Road. I would watch the fuck out of that shit. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. But she's got to be Betty White today, right now.
Yes,
like it's got to be
this Betty
White.
Betty White. Yes, absolutely.
Betty White in Children of the Corn 3. Wait a minute. So Charlize Theron was in Children of the Corn, a now available on VHS movie. Wow, check that out.
All right.
Let's see. Let's do a couple more of these real fast before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron and Halle Berry.
Yeah. All right.
So you get Charlize Theron as Storm. So here's what's fucked up about that. She won't have the look, but she would do the accent better.
Yeah, she would do the accent better. And, it's one of those times where maybe I'd be okay with some blackface. I don't know.
I wonder if okay, all right. So then you would get a Halle Berry, and so then you would switch out Charlize Theron in Monster with Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
So Charlize Theron would be fucking Billy Bob Thornton talking about make me feel good, right? Which she could do, and then Halle Berry would be playing an angry lesbian.
Yeah. So
and look, Monster's about so much more than angry lesbians. That's just the real easy way, the real easy misogynistic way. Charlize Theron and Swordfish, though.
Yeah.
So those titties in the beginning of the movie would be Charlize Theron titties, not Halle Berry titties. How you feel about that?
I mean, I see what you're trying to do. I'm not falling for your trap.
No, just asking the question. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes. And she would have also been Catwoman. Do you think Catwoman would be at the bottom of our list?
Ooh. So that begs the age-old question: is Catwoman bad because of Halle Berry?
Yes.
Or in addition to Halle Berry?
Yes. I firmly believe that it's mostly because of her, but it might have been a bad movie to begin with. I don't know.
But think about it like this: so you would have Sharon Stone, right, being like, "I'm the evil villain. I've used this makeup for so long that my makeup is my sky of the skin of stone."
Yeah.
Right? And then Charlize Theron is like, I got the powers of a cat. I'm going to walk on the back of this couch. I'm going to lick myself and rub my forehead because that's what cats do and shit like that. It's the same movie, but just starring.
Oh, if it's the exact same movie? Oh, it's still terrible. It's still terrible.
Yeah. Is the movie bad because of Halle Berry? I think the movie is bad and Halle Berry is in it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, though, I don't know that Halle Berry is a good actress.
Yeah.
If she's a good actress, somebody's gonna I think she's a decent actress. I don't know if she's good though.
Yeah. From what I heard, like, it was Halle Berry's idea to give her fucking powers. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. to give.
See, all this time I've been blaming Petoff on this shit, and the guy who directed it, his name is Petoff.
Yeah.
Just one name.
Yeah.
Petoff.
Well, she wanted creative control, and I think that was one of the things that she wanted, her to have cat powers.
Mm-hmm. Crazy Horse says Catwoman was bad because of too much CGI, bad writing, and bad direction. Carnivorous Ape says, I think Catwoman was bad more because of the bad dialogue than Halle Berry. She's a decent actress. So like I said, I think she's decent. I just don't know if she's good.
All right. Fair enough.
It's tough to say. It's tough to. All right. We got time. We do one more tough titty.
Yeah, I saw one earlier. Wait, where was it? I'm scrolling the chat. Where was it? Jodie Foster. There we go.
Jodie Foster. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That was Comfort Doll.
Okay. Let's see. Jodie Foster. I'm pulling up her career now. So that would mean that Charlize Theron plays Agent Sterling in Silence of the Lambs. So yeah, I think that still works. I think it works better if she doesn't try to do the Southern accent. Although I think she could do the Southern accent.
Hey, if she's an actress, do the fucking Southern accent. Act.
Yeah, but all actors can't. But so do you think a good actor has to be able to do accents in order to be good?
All right, you got me. I back off on it.
I don't.
You got me.
I wasn't trying to put you in the corner. I was literally
but it's fair. Like, I didn't think about it.
So you would have young Charlize Theron in Freaky Friday.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But then you would have Jodie Foster as in Mad Max Fury Road. Do you think that would work?
I don't see that working.
What's the most recent Jodie Foster? What do we got? She was in Elysium. Oh yeah. So Charlize Theron would be the head of the Secretary of Defense, Jessica Delacourt, in Elysium, and Charlize Theron could absolutely do that. Yeah, that could work. Let's see what else. Inside Man, The Very Long Engagement, Panic Room, The Dangerous Lives of Altar Boys. Eesh.
All right.
Ugh. She was the narrator of It's a Wonderful Life. She's got an interesting filmology.
Yeah.
All right. She was in 2 episodes of Frasier. She was in the Addams Family. She played Pugsley Addams.
What? Did she?
Apparently, Jodie Foster was in the Addams Family.
All right. I didn't know that.
Interesting. Okay. I'm looking at. So I'll be out. Look, I'm looking at Jodie Foster's stuff, and I'm realizing her filmography, and I'm realizing I haven't seen a lot of her movies. You know, so I can't be like, oh, how do I think Charlize Theron would be in Hotel Artemis? I don't know. I didn't see that shit. You know, not saying that it is shit. I just haven't seen it. We gotta do another one. We gotta do somebody else. We can't end on Jodie Foster. OG Ben Grimm says Hotel Artemis was slept on. I believe it.
All right.
Michelle Pfeiffer was a good Catwoman. She was a good Catwoman.
Yeah. Let's try Michelle Pfeiffer. Let's go with that.
Okay. All right. So that would mean that you would have Charlize Theron and Scarface as as Scarface's girlfriend. But then how old is Charlize Theron? She would have been like a child in that movie, right?
Yeah. Well, we're going, match the age. Make her age appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlize Theron also has a lot of neck. I realized watching this movie because she had like short hair. I was like, man, she got a lot of neck. Like she's like part woman, part ostrich. Like a very attractive ostrich though, not like just like a regular ostrich. Like a fuckable ostrich.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michelle Pfeiffer would be Atomic Blonde. How you feel about that?
No, see, I don't. No, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Michelle Pfeiffer in The Fate and of the Furious.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Michelle Pfeiffer in as the evil queen in the Huntsman, the Snow White movies, the Snow White remake movies.
I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that.
Could work.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
So Charlize Theron could probably do a lot of Michelle Pfeiffer's roles. Like Charlize Theron as the white woman teacher in Dangerous Minds that teaches black kids, inner city kids, how to believe in themselves and shit like that. Charlize Theron could totally do that.
Yeah.
Give her a leather jacket and some tight jeans and have her sit reverse on a chair.
Yeah, I'm down.
She could do that. She could totally do that.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm with it. I think it works.
The issue I think is I don't think it goes the other way around. I think Michelle Pfeiffer could Michelle Pfeiffer play the angry lesbian in Monster? I don't know.
I still haven't seen Monster. I don't know.
But could Michelle Pfeiffer do Atomic Blonde? Could she be Aeon Flux?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think Michelle Pfeiffer's that action star.
Yeah. She did Catwoman, but she didn't actually do. It's stunt people.
Yeah. So, all right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I would like to see Michelle Pfeiffer in Mad Max Fury Road. I think she has the performance to do it. I just don't know if she would have the. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, that is a tricky one. That's a tricky one. All right. Well, we've come to the end of the Ultimate Comic Book Movie List episode #1. Smoothing out the kinks, but we're working on the show right now. So thank you guys for everybody watching the show. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe. We are actually very close to having 100 subs on this channel.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. We need 11 more subs, and then we'll have 100.
Yeah.
Which will be a good milestone for the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that's our first milestone that we're going for. So if we hit that,
look,
what's that?
Oh no, I didn't want to step on your toe.
Yeah. If we hit that, we get to get our custom URL or custom URL. We still haven't set it on the shit show, but I know what to make it for this channel. So
yeah. So there you go. We're gonna clip out us talking about these movies into 5 or 10 minute bite-sized portions. Comfort Dog, but Charlize Theron could be the fairy queen in Midsummer Night's Dream. I haven't seen Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah, not with Charlize Theron in it. I've seen some other versions of it. Yeah, look, I think Charlize Theron is a great actress. She's not good, she's great. That bitch act. Okay, that motherfucker go. Okay?
Yeah.
I think it's all that African blood in her. Don't you think, Monty? You think it's all that African blood in Charlize Theron?
Oh, for sure. That's got to be it. What else could it be?
If you had sex with her, you would be clicking off a bunch of boxes then, wouldn't you? Or have you had sex with white Africans before, Monty? Wait a minute. Hold up. Maybe it's not clicking off any boxes.
Just cut the shit, Zoe. Just right now. Over. Done.
Sweet Halloween in Collard Green.